Good morning, Madison.
Good morning, Marin.
Okay, I have some questions for you.
Oh, I'd be happy to answer.
What is dry aging?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. Dry aging is a process where large cuts of beef are held in controlled temperature and moisture environments for an extended period of time, usually over about 30 days, in order to increase the tenderness and the flavor of the end product.
How does it work?
Oh, well, it increases tenderness by giving the proteolytic enzymes that are endogenous to the animal longer time to break down a lot of the connective tissue in the muscle, as well as allowing microbial growth to help produce more collagenollytic enzymes that help further break down this connective tissue. In addition, these microbes sometimes produce byproducts that increase the flavor of the beef, as well as allowing the beef to dry out, reducing the moisture content and concentrating the flavors already present in the meat.
So, what will this taste like?
Imagine something with a lot of beefy flavors, like a brisket. It will be very beefy, kind of earthy tones, and have a little more bitter taste than what you may be used to.
Why is it so expensive?
That is sometimes confusing to many consumers, but if you think about it, it takes quite a long time to hang a carcass or a large primal in a cooler for 30, 45, 60 days, and refrigeration is very expensive as well as the space considerations. This is often what drives up the price, as well as the trim loss that occurs, as there's a crust that forms around the outside that's very dry and not very palatable that must be trimmed and in most cases is thrown away. However, we are seeing evidence that this crust can be used in less expensive products like a hamburger to increase dry aged flavors in this while not reducing the palatability, which is quite exciting.
So, is it safe?
Oh, yes, it's actually surprising. Many things in this world use microorganisms to increase flavor. For example, wines, cheese, beers, all of these use fungi, yeast, and bacteria, and they have no harmful effects. And we see some of the similar things in dry aging beef. Um, Most of the pathogenic bacteria that are present at slaughter on the carcass go away after just 6 days of dry aging, and all of the microbial growth that occurs after that is non-pathogenic. So while there are more molds and fungi that grow on the carcass, none of this is harmful to the human.
All right, so where can I find it?
Well, as of right now, that's quite difficult. Often in higher end steakhouses, maybe in a large city like Atlanta or Charlotte or, yeah, of course, New York, they'll offer dry aged steaks on the menu because they're a little bit more finicky than their wet aged counterparts. They're harder to cook, so that's probably your best bet. If you are really wanting to cook it at home, you could probably find somewhere online that would ship you some, or of course, if you want to dive in deep, you could make it yourself. They make special bags for you to put large cuts of meat in and leave in your refrigerator for a few weeks that you could try, or you could even buy a dedicated refrigerator to try to dry age yourself. But I mean, that's probably one of the best places for you to find it, and I really hope you do try it because it's something that we should all, look into. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Madison.